So, hi everyone, my name's Claire, not Crystal, and I'm a wee bit surprised I'm here myself, but yeah, I had my niece staying over last night, so that's why I gave the Therapy Thursday a miss, but I'd said that, and then, yeah, and then today I just chilled, just hung out my mum and dad's garden. I think I got it burnt, and yeah, just went for a wee tea with my mum there as well. It was nice, so I'm just soft stuffed and pretty tired now, and I need my bed. So, which is very appropriate because we're going to go into Cancer Moon in a few hours. So, and that is all about sleep, hermiting, food, keeping cozy. That's what Cancer Moon's for. So, anyway, I'm going to do the Rumi card, and I might end up making it long, but I don't think so. We'll just see. So, anyway, if you're new around here, this channel's for Twin Flames, empowering your divine feminine, divine masculine within you and within a connection. And what is the Rumi card? So we're still within the Lionsgate portal. Well, it's today actually that is considered. Wait a minute, is today the 11th or the 12th? No, today's the 11th. So right, yeah, it's considered that the energy lessons or whatever you want to say, like on the 12th. So tomorrow's Saturday. I'm filming it on the Friday night. So, and to be honest, I can't see the line, I can't see me holding a Zoom. But like I said, if people end up booking last minute, then I will do it. But yeah, I can't see it now because it's like, so I think it was just what we done on Tuesday, and that was fun. If you didn't catch that, and you've got a spare 6, oh, there we go, 6.5 hours, you can catch, oh, the Cloak of Christ. I think I've read that one last year at some point. She offers sacred wine, so drink. Interesting. Right, let's read this. I can't read them both. So, yeah, anyway, I love that. But I think that's why I'm tired as well. So, but no, I was just thinking I might do something like that once a month. I don't know if I could do that once a fortnight, but I think I could handle once a month. But, so yeah, if anyone, I don't know, caught that and you'd think you'd want that yourself, then let me know. Right, okay, so right, what have we got here? I hope you're all having a nice weekend. Right, so the Cloak of Christ. In the school of humanity, when you become an intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. My sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beating as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there's any part of your life, of your body, of your soul, that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him, leave nothing cast aside. He and I together receive you absolutely without condition now. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. Now that's interesting because I've been channeling about karmic justice for quite some time. I'm just noticing, I've not been looking down, but I'm just noticing these might be significant. Silent treatment and I dream of you. Maybe we should put them together and shove. I mean, I would be here all day, but it's just when I look down, that feels kind of screaming at me, really. Right. Actually, wait a minute. If it feels like it's screaming at me, so again, if you're not familiar with me, if you're new here, or if you're a hashtag oldie, you know what this is all about. But because I'm saying it's screaming at me, that it feels like if you are in a separation with your twin and there's silence between the two of you, which is pretty much the case with a lot of twins, I feel that silence is now screaming at your twin. So the person basically that went quiet, or the person that goes, it's like it feels like the silence is killing them. It's the term that is coming to me. So, or it could be that it's killing you, it depends. I don't like that term, but that's what's coming to me. So I just need to... and they really didn't want you to know that because, it turned over the wrong way at first. I wish you were here with me, or they wish they were with you. and act like I don't care when deep down I really do. So that kind of fits with what I was just feeling. So it's like what I've channeled before. It could really not look like it or seem like it, but even though this person's silent, they either wish you were there with them or they were there with you, and looks like they don't care when they do. And you didn't see what I said. You didn't see what I just done, right? But I shuffled and it was round the wrong way again. And it says I didn't mean what I said. So I think that's why there's a bit of... I'm getting the feeling with this one, it is that you've had some kind of cross words, or there's some kind of silence, or, and again, it doesn't matter if these cross words were like years ago or more recently. It's something's been said and there's silence, but I feel like I can be my true self around you, and I'm filled with regret. Right, I won't pull any more, but some kind of, yeah, look, telepathic bond. So you might be getting loads of songs coming your way to let you know that this person's thinking of you. You could be hearing them in the morning. I'm playing games. Yeah. Right, what else? Then we'll get back. I sound like I'm a bit full asleep. I think I am, to be honest. It's literally only just after 8:30, but oh my god. I think because I got her to bed early last night, and I didn't go to sleep when she did, but I was awake for a while longer, but she woke me up early this morning. So we got here, oh god, that's a lot. But right, so there's some kind of conflict. Again, the conflict usually always feels karmic, but this could be between you and your twin. There could have been some kind of conflict, and now this person's got regret. Argument, stonewalling. See, stonewalling as well is like silent. Disagreements, division, separation, triggering, resentment, battle, manipulation, insecure. Anxious, low self-esteem, poor self-image, nervous, not feeling good enough, mind games. That can be silent treatment. Oh, so there is something building up here. Hinting at feeling shy in their shell, indirect, hiding feelings, keeping their cards close to their chest and out. But you see, that's why I've said before, silent treatment's a funny one, because nobody likes to be ghosted. And I'd imagine even when you're doing the ghosting, it's not like everyone's going, oh yeah, I love ghosting people. It's because someone's uncomfortable, and it's not always because they like take great joy in doing it. It can be because people are shy, but I think it's a mixture of both, and bitterness. It's in reverse. So anger, resentment, jealousy, silent treatment, arguments, cold shoulder, ghosting, criticising. Right, I'm gonna be funny, but that's going to make perfect sense to someone. There's too many. It's like there's a silence going on between two people, but really there's a lot of feelings. Head over heels, falling in love, infatuation, obsession, hook, irresistible manipulation. Oh, I can't fucking speak. Manipulation, captivate. But you see, it's always interesting that all the words are nice apart from manipulation. And okay, obsession could be, look, ghosting, right? Fucking hell. I don't need any more confirmation. Running, avoiding, feeling overwhelmed, difficult emotions, bottling up, feeling silent treatment. Right, that's 4 cards about silent treatment. So I was right to be pulled into that, but let's get back to this. Which, interestingly enough, when the moon moves into Cancer, just after 11:30 tonight UK time, that is silence as well. You know what I mean? It's like, it's feelings, and it's very hashtag all the feels, and it's trauma. And again, I believe when somebody ghosts in a big way, or gets that overwhelmed, that is due to trauma, which we've all got of some kind. We can all get overwhelmed, or sometimes it's just because you're really, really sensitive. Like, I'm really sensitive, but also I'll also have my own traumas and that as well. But I've also got ADHD and all these other things, and but look what I can do. So anyway, right, we've all got something. The compassion born out of their own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you're taking now, sweet divine soul, in oneness with the divine heart. We know of your efforts and your struggles. That tied in with what I was just saying. Like, basically everyone's going through some kind of fucking struggle, aren't they? It's be kind, because everyone's fighting some kind of battle. That swings to mind. So what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred, oh my god, look at this. Wait till I read this bit right. And it says, you are tired, beloved. And listen how tired I am. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you're held in our loving sanctuary. You're tired, beloved. I fucking am. Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you're succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body, and soul that plagues you. Whether something specific or general nagging malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down is not as powerful as you fear. You're being given a grace here and now that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, and restoration. Again, Cancer Moon once again is about sleep. Venus, oh, that's so interesting. I was about to say, and remember, Venus is in retrograde. And by the way, I was watching the replay there, and I noticed that I'm not saying names, but again, it's like, you know, it's just, I don't like saying names or any, but it was more because I noticed someone had said that Venus goes direct on the 13th, which is in a couple of days, and it doesn't go direct until the 3rd or 4th of September. Like, so, yeah, so like we're still basically in the, we're in the shadow of it. So, yes, so just be aware of that, that we're not, that's more I was saying it for, like, if you're making any big commitments and that and love, just be aware that we're still in the post-shadow, the pre-shadows before, the post-shadow of the Venus retrograde until September. So I don't, personally, that's just you want my input, consider us out the woods until September. So like, I think that can be exhausting in love, and anything to do with love, money, valuing yourself, you're just constantly going to be getting asked or being guided to look at, are you happy? Because Leo's about happiness, it's about playing, it's about having fun. So you're going to be getting shown, like, you know, do you love your relationship, your romantic relationship? Do you love your work? Do you feel like you can be creative in your work? Do you feel like you can be creative in your relationship? Do you feel, yeah, just all, you know, do you feel like you value yourself? You know, do you feel good about yourself? All these kind of things. So remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion. And by the way, can I just say on that note, it was so weird, but I think I've got like an hour and a half left to watch the other night. But I didn't see a lot of your comments, and that does happen. I've seen before when I've been, it doesn't happen every time, but I've seen before when I've been doing it that it's like, I can see that some of your comments and I haven't seen it, and sometimes it's like, it's big stuff that you said, and I genuinely haven't seen it while I'm on the live, so I just have to say that so that you're aware of that if it looks like I haven't read something out, it's probably because it actually hasn't showed it to me. Now that can be one of two things. That can be just a literal, nothing mystical, technical thing with YouTube. It's not, for some reason, show me all the comments. I've seen other people saying that before. But the other thing is, it can also be because I specifically said when I was doing the healings, look, anybody that's commenting that's not the person I'm healing, I'm blocking out your comments so that I can focus on what they're saying to me, because it pulls my attention away from the person I'm focusing on, you know what I mean? Which, that doesn't matter when it's card readings, although the card readings always include the healing too. But the type of healing I was doing the other night, it does require me to, I prefer to focus. So I think honestly I was blind to it. Was so weird because I was like, God, I've literally never seen like so many of the comments from loads of different people. And I was like, fuck. Like, I was laughing because Kurt wasn't there. But even if I had seen that, Lexi, it doesn't matter that Kurt wasn't there, because you'll still have felt as long as his higher self was open to the healing. Just like the other people's twin flames weren't physically there, they still feel it. But it's funny because I was talking like he was there. But yeah, the other people that spoke, yeah, I wasn't seeing all the comments. So anyway, because that is a real thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, just as I can hide if I want to, out and about or online. That's a big part of my astrology, actually. Different, like where my houses are situated, my energy is very, I always say that all the time, but it's very sort of double mission. I've done a lot of double mission things to do my work that it's quite funny. I can literally hide on big platforms. I love it. But what was I going to say? yeah, but that can happen, you know, that's not so good. Well, it is a good thing for making me focus on the thing, but it's just, I forgot, that's crazy. Like, I think that's more what it was. Like, it was like I was blinded to the other comments while I was doing the healing. So, anyway, right. You're being given a grace here. Now, wait a minute. Remember, your actions are a symptom of your exhaustion, a sign you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They're not a sign that something must be done so much as a sign something must be received and allowed. Very feminine energy. And also, this exhaustion, I know I'm literally tired, right? But it's like, it's the fact that it's like, this feels like the exhaustion of the twin flame journey. So I feel this is really going to speak to those of you that have been on this a very, very long time and you're exhausted in a different type of way, you know what I mean? Just really just exhausted of all of it, you know what I mean? And just what will be, you know, I'm surrender, like that's where I'm at, just like what will be, and I'm in a place of surrender. Yeah. That something is healing made possible through divine protection. In this instance, protection is bestowed through the cloak of Christ. This cloak is a sacred container that places your body and soul within the love and energy of the Christ consciousness. This unconditionally loving energy is not limited to bearing its name, but is shared by Rumi and many other holy ones. It is typified by wholeness. There's nothing within you that would cause the Christ to turn away from you, not even those parts of you that may fill you with fear, shame, guilt, or regret. And that's why those other cards needed to be pulled. He and Rumi are sacred brothers, loving and supportive of each other, and they see your soul as one with their family, one of their own. You are so loved by them both equally and without measure. Can you allow yourself to take refuge in this knowledge, to feel it not only as an idea, nourishing as that is, but as visceral reality, where you complete the sacred honour and ritual and allow yourself to feel the peace and receive the healing. The knowledge of the Christ's unconditional love for you is a safe space, a place to fall into when you're struggling. It's a sacred container for your healing process, an energetic field that's stronger and more enduring than even the greatest fears or doubts. The purpose of this container is to provide you with what was that? Something fallen, but I don't know how. Anyway, wait a minute, where did I get to? Sometimes, wait a minute, feeling of being held is, wait a minute. The purpose of the sacred container is to provide you with a feeling of being held. That's Cancer Moon, hugs, cuddles, especially for those times when you're feeling that you cannot hold yourself. Sometimes we just need permission to break down, to really let go, to come apart and be dissembled so that we can break through, to be lifted and come together into a new, more spiritually coherent and loving form to be forward. And like I always say, I always feel in Cancer Moons, I always feel that longing on the twin flame journey is actually so much worse than other times. Well, it is for me anyway, and anyone I've talked to. For you, this is essential. There's a person, place, thing, or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist or an iron ball or leg iron, preventing you from moving forward with the grace you have earned spiritually. You are being empowered here to shed that. Don't hesitate. Let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. You see, I think that's two things, right? Because you think about what I'm saying, that's about the divine feminines. And I'm going to speak in the past tense. It just became too exhausting to keep holding on, and holding on to wherever the part was where you weren't letting go. You know, it's time to just, let that go if it's a burden, which is not it's not the same as giving up. It's surrendering and it's trusting and it's just reaching that point on the twin flame journey, and it's where you're meant to get to, but naturally, so that there can be a shift can occur in your twin. But you can't fake that shit. And I also do feel though it's for the divine masculines that are yet to, well, release the noose around their neck or the chain and ball or whatever. And that's not always necessarily romantic, but whatever it is that is holding their or your energy down. So it's two things, you know what I mean? It's quite interesting. It can be. Right. There is reason for this. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. This is particularly so if you have drawn this oracle. We haven't drawn that one, blah, 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 blah. Just remember that whenever we're asked to release something, it's because the divine wishes to fulfill our hearts and hands with more. Yeah, so if you're being guided to release something that isn't for you, trust that something even better is coming. And if you're being guided to let go on the twin flame journey because it's too exhausting to hold on, let go. What's for you won't pass you, as my grandma always used to say, and I still believe it. Just remember that whenever we're asked to, I just read that bit, must need to read it twice. Whenever we're asked to release something, it's because the divine wishes to fill our hearts and hands with more. Do not hold on to scraps for the fear that the feast will be denied to you. And that's what I mean. Like, some people hold on to whatever it is they've got their twin flame because they just don't want to have nothing. But that can be what's actually holding it up. But it wouldn't just be, it's divine timing and everything too. But yeah, if you never let go, well, that's not what it's about. It's not trusting. But like I said, it has to be natural. And also, it's reminding me of that film, Definitely Maybe, that I mentioned the other day. Because again, I've only watched that. I watched it ages ago, like years ago. And then it was my friend had said to me sometime last year, like, oh, I think you should watch that again. And it's just fucking really long. It is funny, but it's really long. But anyway, there's a key part in that film that he basically holds on to something. And then she's really angry at him because she held on to something that she'd been looking for and would have meant a lot to her to have had it earlier. But then it's quite sweet. He's held on to it because it's the only thing he had of her and he loves her. So it's probably going to have some sort of meaning for someone out there as well. But it's not me. I've not got nothing in my twins, and to my best of my knowledge, he's got nothing in mine. Just my heart. I've got his. Well, he's got mine anyway. It's both. Do not hold on to scraps for fear that the feast will be denied to you. Use your nose, smell the feast awaiting you now. Remember, Cancer means food as well. Right, so open your arms wide above your head and tip your gaze gently up towards the heaven. If you're inside, imagine and intend that you can gaze beyond the physical structure of the ceiling right into the sky that lies above. Lower your arms to prayer position at your heart and say aloud, if possible, or just listen to these words. Roomy in Jesus Christ, who love me without condition, offer me the cloak of the Christ, the mantle of divine protection now, so that I may receive the karmic grace and healing I need through the power and mercy of your presence. Thank you. Sit quietly and imagine you are surrounded by a dark, comforting cloak. You can easily breathe through it, you can easily see the light within it or filtering through if needs be. Or you may feel comfortable in the darkness. Let it be whatever is most relaxing and soothing for you. You may even imagine it to be the night sky dappled with the stars wrapping around you. Close your eyes and relax for as long as it feels good. That may be for a minute, for 15 or 20 minutes or longer. Just be with what feels appropriate and best for you at this time. When you feel ready to rise from your rest, simply place your hands on your heart and say thank you. You may notice strong energetic sensations or emotions during this process or in the day following. You may notice repetitive thought patterns that you need to confront and challenge with more loving thoughts. You may have significant dreams in the evening following also. It may be subtle for you, so much that you wonder if anything has happened or if it has worked. It has. The effect will be demonstrated at the right time. Trust. Oh my God. Right, that's freaked me out for two reasons. The fact that I was channeling basically that you have to trust, you know what I mean? If you're not letting go of your twin, you're not trusting. It'll come back together when it's meant to. Again, I know it's easier said than done, though. It has to be naturally reached. But also, that is so similar to what I say to my clients at the end of my sessions. Like, you'll either get some kind of synchronicity or it'll come to you in a dream, or it's really similar. Right. I'm tired, as you can hear, though. So there was a clear theme of all those other cards, and I'm going to pull one of these. I'm going to actually pull one of these and a healing card. One for Divine Feminines that are going to resonate with this is, what does that say? To you, your town, planet Earth. You will manifest. Oh yeah, look, there we go. You will manifest what you need. I feel it's Divine Feminine. You'll manifest what you need without trying. Like, just let go. Receive. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. And again, there's that word trust. And be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and let source take it from there. And that's about tuning in your feelings and allowing that healing in the Cancer Moon, if it's real time, because you could be watching this whenever. If you're watching it Saturday, Sunday, that's a sleepy weekend. Right, so what have we got for the Divine Masculine counterparts to that? We've got opened, oh yes, open up to the hummingbirds might be significant to someone. Open up to your spiritual gifts, 21 as well. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Again, that's about the messages and the downloads coming in to the Divine Masculines about their path and where they need to go, and especially when it comes to taking action towards wherever it is you want to go, whether that be towards a creative endeavour or changing up your life in some way, or if you've already done these things, or it's your twin, like go towards your twin, or some will go towards your twin and then pursue other things, you know what I mean? Archangel Gabriel joins me in the spark. Joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. And 25, or 20, I can't fucking speak. The 21st and the 25th of August might be significant dates, just for something happening, or it might be significant days. A healing card for Divine Feminines. That was in the wrong place, but I'm going to take it. Karma clearing, Kundalini activation. Again, there's lots of passionate Kundalini energy with a Venus retrograde in Leo. Divine Feminine, you've got, oh look, there we go, that fits perfect with other. Give us your cares, dear God and Archangel Raphael. I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go, clearly a theme, so that you can fully guide me in this situation, and then you'll have increased energy when you just rest. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for filling me with the unlimited energy of divine love and light. And call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask you for healing with, and then describe your situation. And thank you for your divine healing intervention. I was just saying mine when I went quiet. What have we got for Divine Masculine? Oh God. Consult a nutritionist. Pineapple, reconciliations. When I see pineapples, I think reconciliation. Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to the foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. In the bottom, we've got laughter's the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humour and irony within every human drama. But I feel that's because some Divine Masculines, you could be feeling quite low, depressed, sad. Oh yeah, I never said that. I usually do in Cancer Moon. Cancer Moon shadow side is also sadness, depression. It's hashtag all the feels, but not so nice feels when it's the shadow, the weight of the world really. So it could just be like, do something to lift your energy. And the human drama, well, it is Leo season, so yeah. Oh, and also the fact that that's food, that's Cancer Moon as well. Right, we're at half an hour. So in the physical for the feminine, we have Merkaba activation, ground shield, protect, makes sense, protect your energy, rest, sleep. We've got surrender and dark night soul. So it doesn't tend to be that too many Divine Feminines, unless you're newer to the journey, are in a dark night of the soul. It's usually the Divine Masculines. But it could just be that you're surrendering to something, you know what I mean? Like rather than the dark night soul bit, but that's what's coming to me. And Divine Masculine in the physical. Or it could just be that you're going through something, that you wouldn't deem a dark night of the soul, but something difficult. I think that's what that is. Masculine, we have Twin Flame Facilitator, expansive growth. I just take that to mean like the Divine Masculines are accelerating at a fast rate, fast track to Ascension. There's what I consider a Divine Masculine card. Healing abandonment, wounds, and time to forgive. And again, I feel that guy's in the process of forgiving himself, or woman, whatever your situation is, to become the Divine Masculine. That happened the other week when I done that. And it's both got 7-7. Obviously, we're past that, but both of them have got 7-7. Which 7 and 7 is 14, so it could have something significant about the 14th of August, which is Monday, I think. Anyway, oh look, there's another one about laughter. My eyes just got pulled to. You need a good laugh. So, you need a good laugh. Right, that'll be in Playful Sun and Moon and Leo. I think that must be Monday, Tuesday. Right, I'm going to go. So, this was short and sweet for me. And but I'm very tired, so have a lovely weekend. If I feel guided to do one tomorrow, I will. That'll be even much sleepier. But other than that, I'll probably be back with one on Monday. But yeah, see you later. Like, comment, subscribe.